Today, I'm putting every single notable father-son duo in NBA history into the modern day NBA. For a team like the LA Lakers, of course, well, nothing's changing. You've got LeBron James and wow, he's really way down here, Bronny James Jr., a 68 overall. So the Lakers are not getting any better in this situation. Similarly, a team like the New York Knicks, who add Jalen Brunson's father, Rick Brunson, who played in the NBA but wasn't that great. As well, the Memphis Grizzlies, another example, Jaren Jackson Jr., his pops joins the squad. Jaren Jackson, a role player. These are some teams that aren't really gonna get better. They aren't that affected by a father entering the fold. We do have a bunch of teams though, like the Golden State Warriors, who, well, they are much better. Del Curry, prime version added. Of course, the father of Steph. That's a really nice boost for a team that simulates really well after adding Jimmy Butler. The Kings get a really nice dynamic duo for Domantas Sabonis in his father, Arvydas. That's one of the better additions for sure. I also went through and added, however, father-son duos, in some cases, both players being retired, like Kobe Bryant. Now, I didn't want to add them on top of Bron and LeBron on the Lakers, so I put Kobe on the Sixers. Where is his... Oh, I scrolled past. With his pops, Joe Bryant, because Joe did play for Philly. So, yeah, they're going to benefit greatly. Plus, everyone's healthy on Philly. The Bulls get the return of prime Scottie Pippen, and I traded Scottie Pippen Jr. there because Memphis already had a duo. I tried to spread it out onto as many teams as possible in the NBA. I've got the father-son duo of Bill Walton and Luke Walton is somewhere here, 77 overall. They joined the Clippers because, of course, Bill did start or played during his career with the Clippers. The Mavericks, who also simulate teams, speaking of teams that simulate well, the Mavericks also kill it. I gave them prime Klay Thompson because it felt more fun. He's a father-son duo with Michael Thompson. Tim Hardaway Sr. joins the Pistons with Tim Hardaway Jr. In total, 26 out of 30 teams in the NBA did get a boost, a father-son duo. Gary Trent Jr. and Gary Trent Sr. is somewhere here. They actually both played for the Raptors, so this one was very fitting. Bol is joined in Phoenix by his pops, Manute Bol. That one should be really fun. I'm sure we'll meet a few more of our father-son duos as we get into the playoffs, the award winners. There's some sneaky good teams I haven't showed you yet, so let me know down below. What's your favorite father-son duo? If one of these could have played in real life, probably Kobe and his dad. That would have been epic. Oh my goodness, Victor Wembanyama, year one, wins MVP. I didn't show you the father-son. It's actually a trio I added to the Spurs. Probably helped Victor win MVP now that I'm thinking about it. His numbers 23 and 12. That's amazing. The Spurs probably won so many games. Where from Miami wins Rookie of the Year. Russ, six-man for Denver. Okay, that makes sense. Wemby, DPOY, Amen Thompson, most improved. Ant Edwards, clutch player of the year. All NBA first team Wemby had a monster season. Luka in LA, Jokic with the Nuggets. There's Bill Walton. Okay, Shea, his numbers weren't eaten into, I guess, Shea by the father-son duo. I added their all NBA second LaMelo and their Scottie Pippen. Rick Barry with the Spurs. There it is. LeBron, Ja Morant, Tyrese, Steph with his pops in Golden State, Anthony Davis. All defensive teams, Rick Barry. Oh my word, Scottie, Wemby. The Spurs are going to run away with this video. I fear. There's the all defensive second team. Standings in the, oh my word, 51 wins from the Bucks, won them the East. That's not great. The Knicks with Jalen and his pops win 49 games. I put Larry Nance Sr. and Jr. on the Cavs. They win 47. What? The Brooklyn... Dude, what in the Brooklyn Nets are one of the handful of teams that don't have a father-son duo. How? I mean, I'm user controlling them, but everything's set to automatic. Dude, the East was absolutely... What? Boston. They also don't have a father-son duo, but like, I didn't feel bad because they're Boston. What? Philly. Oh my... Wow. All right, so we wanted to see Kobe this video. I guess that's not Dude, is Philly just so cursed this season? Like, even 2K respects it. I put Kobe on the team. He averaged 23 and 7. Joel Embiid only 19 points a game. Man, 2K. Like, the East was garbage. Dude, what are you doing to me right now? The Bucks, by the way, I added Glenn Robinson Sr., who played with them a lot of years, and Glenn Robinson III, who's, you know, a role player. But yeah, I mean, this makes sense. Glenn Robinson, 88 overall, a good addition. Kobe being added to Philly, that is just extremely disappointing. I cannot lie to you. All the wins were in the West, I suppose. There you go. San Antonio, 66 wins. We saw Dallas with Klay, prime Klay, and Michael Thompson. I knew they would kill it. Minnesota, okay, we'll look at them in a second. Denver, Sacramento, the Lakers with LeBron and Bronny, very well done. The Clippers slipped, the Thunder to 50 wins. That's a 7 seed. I'm all over the place here. This is wild. Teams missing the playoffs. Manute and Bol. That's too bad. Did Arvadis and Demonis? Yeah, they made the playoffs. Okay, you saw a sneak preview looking at all NBA. I put Rick Barry and his 2 sons, Brent Barry and where is he? John Barry, on the Spurs because Brent played for San Antonio. Rick played for Golden State, and I didn't want to add him on top of Steph and Dell, so I put him on San Antonio. Yeah, they killed it. 66 wins. I kind of saw that coming. Like I said, we already looked at Dallas, who was really good. Oh, Denver simulated well, too. I put on their team a legendary father-son duo. Kiki Vandeweghe, he was a Denver Nugget, and his pops, who was actually born in wait a minute. Oh my, no. His pops, who was born in Canada, they must have traded him. That's so funny. I forgot I left trades on. Let me find it here. You will see. Is there any wow. Whoa, Drew got traded to the Lakers. That's kind of a W, I think, by LA. Ernie Vandeweghe traded to the Suns. So, okay. In this context, then Denver just adds a legend, Kiki Vandeweghe, who obviously really helped Nikola Jokic. I'm trying to think, what are the other teams? Oh, yeah. I'm surprised OKC didn't win more games. Gary Payton joined their team along with his son, Gary Payton II. I obviously put them here because Gary Payton was a Sonics Thunder legend. They were only like a 7 seed though. That is kind of crazy. 50 wins? Altogether, let's see who simulated well. Luka, monster numbers. I guess LeBron really took a step back in this simulation. I'm trying to see if there's any fathers or sons entering. Steph playing with his pops, played well. Jalen Brunson too. I guess that makes sense. Lillard and Giannis with Glenn Robinson. That's a good big 3. There's Rick Barry with Wemby. Kobe, 16th in league scoring. I'm so disappointed in the Sixers. I can't even lie to you right now. All right, so we've only got a handful of teams advancing here. Rick and Jalen Brunson with the Knicks. Glenn Robinson and Glenn Robinson III with Milwaukee. Over in the West, Domantas and Arvadis swept away the Nuggets. I guess they shouldn't have traded Kiki Vandeweghe's dad. We got a bunch of 3-2 series here, including Minnesota and the Lakers. I didn't show Minnesota. I added back Andrew Wiggins to their team with his father, Mitchell Wiggins. They're both like low 80 overalls, not great. So the Lakers should be able to hang here, but they're not going to. Wow. I was going to jump into the game. I didn't hit it in time. They end up losing by 2 and they will advance. The Timberwolves, that is. The Lakers eliminated. So no Bron and Bronny as we make our way through here. We've got Dallas. Okay. Whoa. Clay and Michael Thompson might be losing. I mean, it's no shame losing to Gary Payton, his son, and Shea with the Thunder. Let's see if they can keep it alive, Dallas. Dang, dude. 1-point game. Okay. OKC can close this out. Again, I don't know how they ended up being a 7 seed. Okay, not really an upset if they do win here, but we'll see what happens. Klay Thompson is out there. His pops is out there too. AD as well. Klay, what? This is prime Klay, remember. He's also got a healthy Kyrie. This is such a good lineup for Dallas. No wonder they were the 2 seed. Hartenstein with the big block. Coming back the other way. There is still a shot clock. OKC needs a smart shot here. Gary Payton driving and one. Klay hacked him and Gary finished. Unbelievable. They take a 2-point lead. Now Dallas can't even win it. Well, they can win it on a 3. There is a 0.1 second differential, so I think the Mavs are going to hold for the final shot here. Or maybe they shoot early, try and get an offensive rebound. Maybe just let Kyrie or Klay shoot a 3. Gary Payton, defensive player of the year. Legend. Oh, that's great defense. Yep, Kyrie forced it. Gary with the glove defense. Of course, my guy Shea makes both free throws, so it appears Gary Payton and Gary Payton II are... Wow. Okay, this game's not over. Oh, it is over. Klay wide open missed. Yep. Gary Payton and his son are moving on with the OKC Thunder. I was worried that putting Klay and Michael Thompson together in their prime on the Mavs would make them unbeatable, but Klay shot 8 of 22. That's so ugly. Gary Payton, a solid game. Shea went 2 of 14. He got carried. Okay. I guess fair enough. We've got another game 6 here. The Spurs are up 3-2 with Rick Barry and his sons taking on the Jaren Jacksons. I think San Antonio's got this, right? Yeah, shout out to the Grizz for making it, for taking 2 games off them in this series. But San Antonio, as we figured, the 1 seed, they do advance. Meaning the Western Conference is set. We've somehow got 2 game 7s in the East. I mean, really, Brooklyn. Okay, we'll get to that one in a second. We've got, the Scottie Pippins trying to carry Chicago, against the Larry Nances on Cleveland. Unfortunately, we're going to need a miracle here for the Bulls. They're down 9 with just under. I jumped in with 2 minutes left. I'm giving them a legit shot. I would say, I think Scottie had the biggest... Oh, my, Darius Garland wide open. That's the dagger. Oh, definitely. I think Scottie Pippen Jr. and Sr. had the biggest impact on their respective teams because the Bulls, they are not very good, and they made the playoffs. They challenged a really good Cavaliers squad, too, so credit to Scottie Pippen and his son, obviously. obviously. Actually, Scottie Pippen Jr. is out there right now. Both of them trying to close it, but there's Larry Nance catching a full court pass. Larry Nance Sr. I mean, that's a really nice addition. Again, the Cavs are very good, and they get a high 80s overall legend. No wonder they're off to round 2. Josh Giddey, get out of it. Wow, he made that. I think it's still game over. Donovan Mitchell, a nice solid game. Larry Nance giving you 16 and 7 in 27 minutes. Wow. To Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, they add Larry Nance. That's so nice. Scottie Pippen Sr. filled up the stat sheet, but didn't do quite enough. Scottie Pippen Jr. was okay, leaving us with one final series in the first round. I do not want to see Brooklyn winning. Brooklyn does not have a father-son duo. I think every other team advancing in the playoffs does, including the Pacers. It's not a... What? They're getting blown out. Wow. What is with Brooklyn? Are you kidding me, dude? I mean, all right. I didn't even show it. Now I feel... This is Brooklyn's roster, by the way. The morale is going crazy. I don't know what to say. The Pacers, they get Dale Davis, who was a late 90s, early 2000s kind of legend. He's the father of Trace Jackson Davis, who... well, it doesn't matter. They just lost in the first round, so goodbye. Every other team, like I said, other than the Nets, yep, I'm just double checking. Every other team has a father-son duo as we're off to round 2. So we're officially rooting against the Nets, right? Everybody's on board for the content. Oh my word, the Sabonis's. Wow, they just about swept Wemby and Rick Barry. They win in 5 games, as does Minnesota. Wow. OKC and the Spurs are done? That's crazy. Once again, the Spurs, they simulate really well, even without, like, Rick Barry added. Wemby, wow. And the don't get me started on the Thunder. 99 Shea with Gary Payton. J-Dub's up to a 90. Wow. Okay, their father-son duo's just not cutting it. Who won? Oh, yeah, the Timberwolves. I'm trying to remember here. The Timberwolves, I gave them Andrew Wiggins, 82 overall. Mitchell Wiggins, 79. I guess both guys are just good enough. They're probably in the rotation a little bit. Okay. I'm losing my mind here. Oh yeah, Sabonis is. So yeah, the Sabonis is. Yep. I guess so. Gives them a really nice starting 5. Fair enough. That they share the ball well. Arvydas was a really good playmaker, so that's working for Sacramento. Over in the East, I wasn't even paying attention here. Milwaukee they do eliminate the Nets. There you go. So we have one series that might go the distance to a game 7, the Knicks and the Cavs. Again, Cleveland adding both Larry Nances. That's really solid for their depth of bigs. The Knicks, well, Rick Brunson isn't really helping them. Maybe boosting the morale of Jalen, but no, they're not. Oh, an 8-point game. The Knicks, they're done. All right. Donovan Mitchell again leading the team in scoring. Larry Nance 17 and 6, just clicking away. Brunson had a big game, but they did not have the depth scoring here in New York. As we've got our final 4 set, I would say it's a bit surprising to see Sacramento in there. Minnesota often simulates well, even without their father-son duo. Milwaukee, though, they really took a step here with Glenn Robinson. He must be killing it there. Matter of fact, let's go just check out some stats here. Shea leading the playoffs in scoring. Look at Dame, 29 again. What? Why is Dame playing 44 minutes a night? What? Did I do something to their roster? Did I trade away? No, I wouldn't have traded. Who's their backup point guard right now? I can't think of it off the top of my head. Their backup point guard, Kevin Porter Jr. I mean, he should be playing more than that, right? Lillard, yeah, whatever. I guess it's working. Lillard playing 40 minutes a night. Maybe just like try not to burn him out here. He's going to be chasing around Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell. That should be a good series. It's 2-1. Both series. No, 3-1. No, the Bucks. All right. The Bucks just cruise our West final. It might go 7. The Sabonises are killing it. I mean, I don't know. This is a really good team, but I guess this is just a Bucks simulation, man. Glenn Robinson Sr. giving you 23 and 9. He's averaging what Giannis is averaging. I don't know why Dame's playing so many minutes, but it's working for them. Kuz, I forgot he was on that team. What about Glenn Robinson III? No minutes in the conference finals at a 78 overall. I mean, I guess it makes sense. They've got a lot of wings, so it's working for Milwaukee right now. Now, can the Timberwolves get it working? Mitchell and Andrew Wiggins. Can you compete with the Sabonis father-son duo? I don't think so, man. Both of them being like an 89 overall in the front court. It might just be... No. Okay, I'm jinxing the Kings unless they can come back here. They are not going to be able to. We're going to have a game 7. Minnesota on the road prevents that beam from getting lit. Zach at 25. Randall Edwards. I don't see... Andrew's playing 21 minutes a night. They got Kelly Olynyk, another Canadian... 2 Canadian legends deep in the rotation for the Timberwolves. Maybe I got to cheer for them after all. But here we go. Game 7. I would love to see this be a clutch finish. I would love to see Arvydas and Demonis in action because, well, the Timberwolves, their father-son duo, like I said, buried in the rotation. The Kings are up early. Can they close it out on the road? Oh my goodness. The Timberwolves flipped the script. The Kings actually had a big lead. Minnesota is beating them currently by 10 points in the fourth quarter. It's a 1-point game. Let's go. Both Sabonis are indeed out there. McDaniels for the Timberwolves misses. Wow. You've got Arvydas and Domantas out there, and you're letting up an O board to Rudy Gobert. That is crazy. Unfortunately, neither Mitchell nor Andrew Wiggins on the court for Minnie. It kind of makes sense, but oh, that's almost a turnover. Jonas foul outside Malik Monk. Wide open. Malik Monk hits it. The Kings rotation is crazy right now. They've got both Sabonises and Jonas Valanciunas on the court, probably playing the 3. Actually, I think Domantas is playing the 3 as Ant is inside, finishing and 1. Okay, Ant, I see you, brother. Ant drawing the whistles, big for both teams because I think they just made... Okay, DeMar is in. I don't know why they were running Jonas at the 3. We can all catch our breath now. All right, Julius Randle back in for the Timberwolves. This must be the closing unit for both teams. Let's see. I want Arvydas pop a Sabonis to make a big play here for the Kings. It's DeMar doing a lot of dribbling, though. Not a good matchup against Jaden McDaniels. Okay, all right, respect DeMar. That was a weird animation, kind of looked like a travel, but you got it to go. Back the other way, can Zach LaVine hold Ant Edwards? Sabonis are in the paint, and Arvydas with a massive block. They don't get the ball, though. That's all right, it's all right. I asked for a big play from Arvydas. He gave it to us on defense. The Kings still up 1. Conley with a little bit of space. He missed it. They did get the 2-for-1, though. Not a bad shot. You need to stop now, Minnesota. I'm still rooting for the Kings. DeMar is trying to backpack. No, kick that, DeMar. There you go. There you go. A lot of shot creators on the floor for Sacramento. LaVine forces up a 3. I didn't love that, but Domantas on the glass. That's what he does, baby. Domantas, Sabonis, Julius Randle did not have him boxed out. I mean, it's not the end of the world. 2 points here if he gets it to go. Yeah, okay, 3-point game. The Timberwolves need a 3 now. Is it going to be Ant? Is it going to be Mike Conley? Can the Kings secure a berth in the NBA Finals? That would be crazy. Ant in for 2. Why not take a 3? He misses. Even if he would have made it, you would have been fouling. Why not take the 3? And now you take it. It's still a little too late. Hard to nitpick Ant because he had 37 points, 5 assists, but did come up short. Malik Monk, 29. Arvydas, 20, 10, and 7. He had a huge block in the clutch. Domantas Sabonis, a huge offensive rebound. That's a father-son duo killing it. Look at Arvydas, man. So inspirational. 17 and 11, almost 5 assists per game in the West Finals. I don't know what Dame Lillard is cooking, what Glenn Robinson maybe brought some steroids or I don't know, but Dame is also killing it as established. I've showed you both of these teams' rosters. Glenn Robinson and Glenn Robinson III added to Milwaukee. Arvydas joining Domantas in Sacramento. So let's just get to it. Hopefully we get a good NBA Finals here. The Kings take game 1. The Kings take game 2. They have home court advantage? Question mark. I don't know. Oh my word, it is so over. 3-0 the Bucks. Yo, honestly, we established when we looked at the standings, the Eastern Conference very fraudulent in this universe. So maybe the Kings just coming out of the West, it's like the prime Warriors or whatever, but still, this is crazy. Milwaukee making it a game. They've got a long way to go, does Milwaukee, if they want to turn the tide on this 3-0 series, but they are up 1 here. I want to see the finish to at least one good NBA Finals game. That's another and 1. DeMar DeRozan, baby. I'm not going to lie to you all. I'm using a custom slider set from the 2K Share community, whatever I'm trying to say here. And it seems to work pretty well. I get more offense. I also see a lot of and 1s, which honestly happens in the NBA. So I'm okay with it. Dame is tired. No duh. He's playing 40 some odd minutes a night. Pump fake, gets a good look from 3 and misses. Oh no. The Bucks have run Dame Lillard ragged. Darvin Ham on the sidelines, not doing a good job. Oh, DeMar could have kicked that out. Domantas was wide open. All right, no, that's no good. Back the other way, Giannis in transition. Clear lane to the rim. That could have been an and 1. Instead, it's a tie game. The Kings with a 4-second shot clock differential. Glenn Robinson Sr. guarding up on DeMar. DeMar is going nowhere. Kick that out. No. Okay. All right. This custom slider set is cool, but like we might also have a game winner to extend the series, to kick off a 3-1 series comeback. Dame Lillard going into his signature gather. He's taking a while. He's driving. He's putting up an ugly floater and missing. No timeout for the Kings. So we are going to get OT here. And since both teams had a chance to end it in regulation, we are going to Simcast where the Kings are going to end up running away with it. They are up 7. Last chance here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Why is Brandon Clark in this game? Shout out to Canada, I guess. Back to needing a 3 for Milwaukee. Dame's going to drive. Dame's going to pull. All right. Now this is going to take a while with free throws, I'm sure. All right. We keep going back and forth now. The Bucks making a shot, the Kings hitting free throws. Like, we know it's game over. Taurean Prince closing the game out. No good. Finally, we get a resolution, and this was game 4-2 in a 3-0 series, and it does end up in a sweep. A little bit anticlimactic, but after I added 26 father-son duos from NBA history, it's one of the best ever. From Lithuania, Arvydas Sabonis, his son Demonis on the Kings. They're going to go ahead and lift the Larry Obi. DeMar DeRozan can't help but feel good for him. Jonas Valanciunas, speaking of Lithuania, I mean, it's a good little squad here, Sacramento. There's Arvydas. The Sacramento Kings winning a championship for the first time since sometime in the 1950s for their franchise. They definitely weren't even the Kings back then. It's Demonis who wins Finals MVP. Very good numbers, almost average a triple-double. I kind of thought Dame might get it. He's on quite the Linsanity run in this video for the Bucks. But instead, it's not meant to be. The Sacramento Kings beating Jaren Jackson Jr. and his pops. Rick Barry along with his sons with Wemby and the Spurs. The Timberwolves with Mitchell Wiggins, Andrew Wiggins, and finally the Glenn Robinson-led Milwaukee Bucks. They are the ultimate father-son duo of this video. Let me know if you enjoyed and other videos you might like to see in the future.